getting a corn on each team, as well as
a lot of pins, a lot of flying around the stage, man.
As well as actually we could get a team mirror match, right? Because Nairo has been going Cloud substantially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're going to start this match off on Smashville, kind of the brawl favorite, you know.
Yeah.
These guys really enjoy the stage, and for good reason. So going right off the bat, we got, of course, Ryuga going back with, like, he's feeling really confident in it. Let's see how Red Team kind of deals with this situation. How they're going to, you know, take control of Smashville, kind of move around, and see how they're gonna, who they're going to be targeting. It looks like Nairo and Tweek are just going to go off to this right side of Smashville, kind of duke it out, go for an early stock.
Oh, okay, right now we have Nairo with Limit on deck. Oh, tries to pick off a 2-frame with the cross slash, doesn't find it. Meanwhile, Ryuga trying his best to actually keep, Red Team distracted. There we go. Nairo loses his first stock.
And we saw Ryuga actually going in and trying to save Tweek right there. That's the kind of synergy that we've been seeing off on the sidelines, is that Ryuga and Tweek, these guys have each other's backs no matter what. It doesn't matter how long it'll take Ike to get to the other side of the stage, he'll be there.
And that's sort of the mark of good doubles play, is you need to try to save your stocks as much as possible, because that's the name of the game, ultimately. The difference between having only 1 stock left and 2 stocks is massive.
And also, you need to be aware of things just like that. You need to know what's going on the other side of the stage while you're duking it out, just to see if you need to pick up on something that your partner's throwing to you, or if your partner's in trouble and needs help. And we're seeing stuff just like that.
That conversion was slick. Cloud Nair into Ike up air. I mean, I know these guys are both damaged. Like they always have their combos on point with that crew, and you can see it now in their doubles play too.
And the best thing about Ike is that not only is he a powerhouse, but those hitboxes last for so long. Yeah. It's super easy to get the timing.
It's just like the reason why Cloud is considered such a strong doubles character. Is, again, those long-lasting, huge disjoints. It removes the margin of error. Yeah.
Just making it so easy, just like that fair was easy to take Cosmo off the left side of the stage, and Ryuga's going to keep it going. Just the way that blue team polarizes one character from red team, it just hurts the foundation of red team as a whole.
Oh, nice follow-up, though, by Cosmos.
Red team kind of answering back a little bit, but they need to kick it up in high gear, especially Nairo. This man has to hold on to his stock for a hot minute.
Oh, my goodness, yeah, having 93% with no limit on deck to save him. And the question is, yeah, can Tweek just stay alive a little bit longer, having a Rage Cloud with limit, ready to take a stock at the first mistake?
It definitely seems like Nairo is just kind of going in, whereas Tweek is going to be a little bit more of the passive Cloud. He's staying back and he's getting limit when he needs to, and using it effectively as well. So let's see if maybe Nairo next game will start charging limit a little bit more and not going in so headstrong.
Yeah, that was the main difference. I barely saw Nairo even have limit ready to go. The few times he had it, he had to use it immediately to just keep himself alive.
Exactly.
So that would be a good adaptation to see from the red team going into it.
And blue team saw that like weakness, and they capitalized on it so hard, getting Nairo off stage as soon as possible, keeping him in a disadvantaged state and keeping him guessing on how he's going to get back to stage. And it looks like we're going to run it right back to Smashville. Of course, man, the brawl favorite, that's the thing in the Midwest. You were talking about, you know, the things that happen in different regions. Midwesterners definitely like Smashville.
I would honestly not be surprised as you just see 5 games of Smashville. Oh my god, already Nairo sent to the depths with that up B.
Man.
That is
again, patience, man. You gotta step back.
Wait your turn for the edge guard. Just because the opponent's off stage doesn't mean you're going to run off and get something for free. Oh, okay, but never mind.
Yeah, Cosmo's going to stop you right there in your tracks. Going to Gimp Ryuga with so much ease.
I mean, that's the thing here. These characters are all actually quite gimpable at the end of the day. Like, even Korn, if you interrupt her correctly, you just hit her with, like, a multi-hit move. She just drops like a rock. It's just, she's lucky in this matchup to not have to worry about that.
All of these characters, except for the exception of Ike, have the tools to gimp each other fairly easy. And even then, Ike does have that counter.
Yeah. I mean, these are all characters who have to recover with a hitbox.
And I'm loving this aggressiveness from Nairo.
Read. Yeah.
He put so much pressure on Tweek, and Tweek stayed a coal. He did not turn into a diamond in that moment, man.
Yeah, and right there, like, Tweek was just thinking, I want to slip by and get back with my teammate. The moment he tried to do that, the forward smasher is in his way.
There goes Cosmos' first stock, though. Cosmos is doing a great job of just, you know, slipping in and out. You definitely tell that these guys have some sort of synergy, seeing as they're not hitting each other at all. You know, I was definitely expecting that something Red Team would be scared about is Cosmos hitting Nairo and almost dying right there.
Yeah, almost dying to Ryuga's down air right now. These guys are so vicious with their, like, immediate to ledge play, right? Like, they get tapped off stage and then they just die right now.
And it's so hard to get into that position where you're putting pressure right away when they grab ledge.
Yeah, like that's the thing. That's like their pressure is so on point. Even though they're playing these disjoint characters, they're staying so close to each other's faces that they're ready to capitalize the moment something goes wrong off stage so they can kill them.
And there's the up air right off of the platform.
Oh!
Oh my goodness, there's a spike. Wasting no time getting stocks right out of the way. Nairo once again, though, the weakest link out of all 4 characters. Or Cosmos as well.
No, Cosmos still staying alive.
Good thing he knew the spacing on how far that down air went.
Yeah.
There's that down air. No matter what hitbox he's going to get hit by, he's going to die.
Yeah, and here we go. A little bit of ping pong. We got 2 swords for paddles right now.
Love that side B right there coming from Cosmos.
And here we go. Up smash, gonna close it out. So much space to let go of that up smash too, right? It takes a full second and a half. Yeah.
And that range, like I said, dude, Ike just has such a wide range and such a long-lasting hitbox. It's just so great to time and so great to space.
It's one of those, I like seeing that in doubles team composition because it allows for, like, you're fighting in grand finals at a major event, right? You know, even if you have a bit of nerves, even if your execution's a little bit off, you have all that time to land those moves. And that just increases your chances of being able to pull it together in high-pressure situations.
And you know, Ike has to match that with knowledge as well. You can't just be throwing out those smash attacks willy-nilly because you're going to get punished so hard. And Ryuga just has that knowledge to know when to go for it.
Nairo just went Mewtwo.
Yes.
So is this a thing he's been doing in doubles tournaments lately?
I have no clue.
Okay. You sounded so confident when you said yes, of course.
Oh,
This is natural.
This is a character he chooses. But I like the color. You know, that's all that matters right now. This is a very nice color.
He's got the nice red skin. That is important. We were talking about the importance of color synergy right now.
Yeah, you could get 6-0'd, but at least as long as you're looking good, man. That's all that matters.
I think one thing that is going to definitely help him just right off the bat as Mewtwo is Mewtwo has a better recovery in terms of having – you're not going to be gimped as easily as a Cloud off stage, right? And that's where we saw most of his stocks stolen last game. He lost 2 stocks at like 20%. Like, you can't have that. And even though Mewtwo's light, he's going to be able to move around these guys.
Also, Mewtwo is another kind of charged character, but we see Nairo right off the bat charging that Shadow Ball. Maybe that's something that he wanted to have a little bit more freedom with.
Yeah. And also having that
Not
Shadow
depending
Ball.
on that charged move to get you back to stage helps a lot. It's a lot of weight off your shoulders.
Yeah, exactly. You don't need to worry about, like, oops, I was off stage, so there goes our kill option. And then also having it allows him to keep the blue team honest at a further distance, right? They can't go full in on Cosmos when there's the full charge Shadow Ball ready to go if they do something. Yeah,
just having that kind of pressure is the same way that Cloud has limit, and that kind of puts on a different pressure and a different way that the blue team has to play.
Oh, tries to up smash, catch that landing, and instead nearly dying. But, I mean, right now, Nairo, even though he's playing the second lightest character in the game, he's
living for a
like
while.
the stock tank right now.
And Cosmos already on his last stock right now. This man needs to find some kind of answer. And it's kind of weird realizing that he's losing his stocks now that Nairo's changed to Mewtwo. Maybe that has some sort of effect to it.
I think it might just be a side effect of Mewtwo being the harder object for them to pin down. They're like, okay, well,
I feel like they're trying
for Cosmos instead. That's the character who we can clean off stocks easier in like a double setting.
Yeah, it's so much easier for Mewtwo to maneuver around the air, and it's so easy to get away from like Ike's up air or even Cloud's up air. Just with a great air dodge and great mobility.
Oh yeah, that air dodge, if you spam it, you only have 7 frames of vulnerability. It's so good.
And I love the patience coming from Ryuga.
There we go, though.
Just waiting for the landing and getting the shield grab into that limit break.
This is looking like a quick 3-0 reset for Ryuga and Tweek right now.
These guys are definitely holding their ground. You see that they feel really confident with this Ike Cloud team, and I can't blame them. These guys are doing really good work.
Oh, nice teleport ledge cancel right there. I like it.
All right, Nairo, you play Mewtwo. We see it. We see it. Right? But Nairo by himself, 3 stocks to 1.
Just trying to just find a moment to say anything. Finally gets a forward air in. Of course, being the 2v1, he can't really do anything after landing a hit, right? It's just a matter of keeping these 2 off of him simultaneously.
Kind of like guerrilla warfare, man. You just got to chip away slowly. You can't really just go right in.
Yeah, hit and run sort of thing. You can throw your the teammates at each other as well. You know, build up that space, fight a little bit dirty.
Here we go. Oh my goodness!
I was surprised like we didn't just see a cross slash just right out the gate.
Well, I feel like Tweek kind of needs to hold on to it now, seeing as he's at 116%.
Yeah.
Nairo's been living for a while. He has 1 stock.
Yo, that teleport right to the ledge. That was so slick.
A really good handle on how he's teleporting.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of edge cancels coming from him. Oh, no. And now Ryuga, now Ike's mobility on the ground really comes into account, but he's going to come back with that clutch back air.
I feel the Mewtwo pick, though.
Yeah, I really feel it.
Like I am totally in favor of Nairo sticking with Mewtwo at least one more game in the reset set, because that was really, really nice movement.
We did not see him do that well in a 2v1 with Cloud.
Yeah.
That is for sure.
And really, like, he was in such a good position that game, right? Just a little execution error. When Ryuga side beat back on the stage, he just went in the wrong direction with the grab. He could have kept a good pressure string going, but I think unfortunate little error there.
Oh, no, he's going to go right back to Cloud.
Okay.
Maybe he just didn't feel confident in it.
Maybe playing as Mewtwo let him clear his head a bit, figure out what he was doing wrong.
Yeah, get rid of that tunnel vision.
Yeah.
That's something you definitely need to do. Playing a different character, having a different kind of tool set, it makes you realize what blue team's going for and how they adapt.
Yeah.
And they adapted pretty well, too. They were like, hey, if we can't hit Mewtwo, like you said, let's just go focus on Cosmos.
I mean, right now, we see Nairo only with 30% on him. Having limit on deck within, like, the first 30 seconds, this is a lot better performance than we were seeing in the earlier games.
Something else he needs to work on, though, is using that limit correctly.
Ooh.
But he's going to use that dash tech perfectly, getting the stock right away.
Yeah, punishing Tweek's little overextension there.
Oh, we're seeing Nairo play a little bit more reserved, but it looks like once he turns up that aggression, he's turning it up all the way.
And it's interesting, blue team still seems to be ignoring him for the most part.
Oh my goodness!
Oh man, and that's, okay, so they weren't able to actually kill, but you saw the unfortunate, when your shield was broken, you're invincible, right? And Tweek was trying to knock him out as soon as possible. The forward tilt didn't even connect.
Because he had that little bit of invincibility.
Yeah, as he was standing up,
yep.
yeah. It's in the game so that if you break someone's shield, you have all the time to prep a good punish, but it actually messes with your teammate when they're trying to save you. Okay, yeah, Nairo is looking extremely comfortable with this Cloud right now.
And he's finally going up to that Smashville platform, getting that little bit of limit charge. Cosmos going straight off stage. Cosmos also has been looking for these gimps all the time against Ryuga especially. Great up there though, calling out Cosmos' attempt to get out of there.
Good edge guard right there, and Ryuga kept too busy to assist his teammate.
I really feel like red team's finally getting their footing, realizing what blue team's going for, and poking holes in those weaknesses, making those holes a little bit bigger.
Right now, red team just trying to stick together a little bit more.
Oh man, Tweek getting Nairo in such a bad spot, but Nairo turns it around right away.
Yeah, landing a really nice string of up airs. And meanwhile, he's...
Oh my goodness, Ryuga, by the skin on his teeth,
yeah.
just barely getting out. Oh, there's a setup. And there's a punish as well. Cosmos barely going to get that kill.
Oh, that is really unfortunate to take the stock with that first kick.
Yeah.
And right now, both Clouds just going for limit.
Uh-oh. No jump. Tweek was trying to go up for blood right there, trying to take at least one stock.
And right now, this is such an awkward situation when you have to land against two up airs that are this strong.
Even Cloud with some very good
air drift.
Yeah, air drift and also landing options. He's still going to have trouble against two characters like Cloud and Corrin. Great up airs and great disjoints.
And right now, yeah, red team taking their time in terms of trying to find their openings on Tweek, right? They're just dancing in front of him, waiting for him to press a button, and then they're the ones focusing on whip punishing. Oh, and
my
it still works.
He spun all the way over to the backside of Cloud just so we can get that last hit on down smash. What incredible timing.
Yeah, that
he was definitely really like expecting a tech or something, but he still just got that down smash. It works, man.
Because all I was thinking was like, oh man, it's unfortunate he doesn't have limit on deck to punish, and I was like, I got down smash. That's fine.
He said, I still have a whole nother tool set. I don't need limit just to take those stocks.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about it, Cloud smash attacks, they're kind of like limit moves, except they have some end lag to them. Like, you can actually punish them to a degree. I mean, aside from finishing touch, obviously, but...
Right. And that's what I was telling you earlier before we got on the mic, is that what separates a good team from a great team is having the ability not to rely on things such as limit or such as one certain way to kill with your team.
When you have that flexibility to recognize kill situations, you know, and as many
recognize
places
situations
possible.
where you can't get punished.
Yeah, where like you don't see top level players like literally run around all game trying to get a grab because that's the only way they know how to kill off each other.
They have ways to hold their own, and they also have ways to work with each other to play some ping pong and then also take the stock at the end. And it looks like that's what Tweek is trying to do right now, but Nairo's going to come back, say, hey, watch where you're landing. And
already a two-stock lead for red team, and this is only, again, a little bit over 30 seconds, and already the tempo has been set.
Yeah, we're seeing a
blue team favor.
A flip-flop of momentum coming from red team. Nairo just barely making it back. Oh man, and I love Nairo's movement on the ledge. Tweek has nothing on him whenever he grabs that. And going right in, just trying to stop Ryuga from giving Cosmos the hands.
Ooh, it's a little bit unfortunate. Yeah, blue team actually losing control of the stage a little bit there.
Yeah, blue team was definitely trying to grasp at straws. Seeing as that they were separated, that actually became their downfall instead of what they were going for.
Oh, nice footstool, but Tweek was not ready for it. Didn't have time to capitalize on it, especially not with Cosmos right around the corner.
And that's like one of the only slip-ups we've seen out of all the opportunities that Tweek has taken, along with the rest of these 4 players.
Right now, Red Team just keeping both players, again, off stage, doing a really nice job getting these edge guards. I mean, right now, they're forced to just, like, jump air dodge, retreat to that platform, and that's just making the situation harder and harder for them. We've seen the juggle capacity in Red Team.
Right, and I love the positioning that they're taking on the ledge as well whenever they're working together. You saw Cosmos was staying back, waiting for that high recovery, and Cosmos was there to answer with an up air, taking the stock right away. Just having that kind of positioning and knowing where you need to be, it's great. That's just good chemistry coming from the team.
It's the beauty of doubles.
Yeah.
Just that unspoken communication happening on all sorts of levels, trying to get the F smash to catch the end of that flip kick, it looks like.
Oh, RIP the balloon, and also RIP Nairo right there. Great up smash coming from Ryuga.
Right now, it's the question is who's going to die first, Ryuga or Cosmos, right? With the amount of percent they both have.
And that's what really matters. Like, that's the stock. This is the key stock to winning this game.
And if you look at it, actually, Tweek also is taking a substantial amount of damage, so Red Team is in a very good position, having 2 potential targets to take to seal up the game into a 2v1.
Oh, no.
Cosmos still alive in that edge guard. Blue Team, do they have any sort of plans to keep him off stage? No. Cosmos finds his way back on.
But there goes Cosmos' stock right there. Nairo is on his own right now against 2 very high percentage characters. We've seen him do it with Mewtwo. Can he take 2 stocks as Cloud?
Yeah, he can. If he just finds the one right opening, I mean, there's just a limit class slash rating to go, but there's a finishing touch.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, at the end of the day, I mean, we were talking earlier, like, you have more kill confirms than grab punishes, but hey, grab punish, it still is good. It beats shield.
That's just them realizing that they don't have any other kind of, any other thing to worry about since Cosmos is gone. They can go for those grabs and they can go for those setups. Just how Ryuga only goes for those smash setups whenever it's only a 2v1 situation. He's never going for those in the middle, in the thick of a match with all 4 characters on the stage.
Because like as fun as it is to lab out those 2v1 combos, like you have to acknowledge that those opportunities don't actually come that often to do the really extensive stuff.
But just being able to see that they're doing it when it matters the most to take the stock is just great to see.
Right now, Battlefield being the counter pick for Red Team.
And it looks like right off the bat, Tweek is going to be the one that's taking the most substantial amount of damage.
Yeah, wow, already eating a ton of punishment right now, and Ryuga instead focusing on trying to edgeguard Cosmos. He changes his mind a bit, recognizing that Tweek is in a lot of danger, and you see that again right now, right? He sees Tweek is at 120%, and he wants to help him out, but he's unable to.
Being split at a crossroads right there, having that pressure on Cosmos, he didn't want to go right away, but he's going to take that stock. Great throw. That was a Hail Mary throw across the stage.
I mean, you gotta do what you can when one of your teammates just lost a stock and everyone else is at like 30%.
A very quick answer.
And right now, just a clean juggle situation for Blue Team. Keeping on this advantage state, keeping Corrin on the ledge.
I think one of the holes that in the weaknesses that Red Team is finding against Blue Team is that they're realizing that once they get Tweek in a bad situation, they can get a lot of percent on him, and I think that's what they're really going for at this point.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we saw in the beginning, and I think Ryuga has noticed that too, right? He's staying extremely close to Tweek at all times. He doesn't want to let them find those opportunities.
Right, we see them like having each other's back at the beginning of the set and in losers finals, but like now more than ever, they're definitely sticking close. Because they realize once they lose stage control, it's very easy for Red Team to hold on to it.
And there we go, a great finishing touch kill. This is exactly the power of Cloud in doubles. Oh, that is unfortunate. I think what Nairo built up limit just beforehand and wasn't expecting it, so he ends up using finishing touch instead. Great nair.
That was an amazing nair, and that's going to be it right there and then.
Yeah, just putting it exactly where he needs it.
Yeah, Ryuga already in his up B animation, he had no way of saving him.
Ryuga, though, speaking of which, only just now losing his first stock. Blue Team in a very strong situation, essentially a stock lead at this point.
Oh, and Tweek finally keeping Nairo on this ledge right now, finally getting the stock.
Yeah.
No, not yet. Just making hot and ready look stupid.
Players do that a lot. You get used to it. Oh, nice punish. Just a simple F tilt on the ledge. And red team, again, found themselves in the corner.
And you can definitely tell these Clouds are not using limit unless it's like a guaranteed setup or they have to recover. And that's just great to see. You don't want to be wasting your limit when it really matters, especially when it's game 3. You guys are already on low stocks. Can't be throwing out limit as liberally as you'd use in singles. That was a ridiculous punish. Ryuga definitely has that mishap sometimes whenever it comes to countering, just in general.
Yeah, and it was a great recognition by Cosmos to say, oh, that's countered, that's a free kill right now.
Yeah, and great on Cosmos, not even seeing it at all in any of the sets previous. Finally just seeing that and getting the punish right away. That was just good reaction.
Yeah.
Tweek is doing a very good job of spacing out and walling blue team out whenever he's on his own. He's not really getting ping-ponged as much as I expect him to be.
Yeah, right now, looking at... it's really just Cosmos managing to stay alive to such absurdly high percents when you consider the powerhouse that blue team is playing right now. Oh, there we go. Never mind.
On a long-lasting move like dash tag that has a good amount of cooldown, it was a good time to throw out a forward smash.
Oh, right there waiting for the air dodge, but Ryuga doesn't find anything off of it. And now it's once again familiar situation, Nairo in a 2v1. And he's been able to survive for a bit longer. That time not able to survive very long at all, but he's not been able to really clutch out those 2v1s. Which is, I mean, it's sympathetic, right? Because it's hard to win in a 2v1 situation when you're the one guy. But that's where they can just start really overpowering him in those situations. And it looks like, this is the Nairo classic, right? Once his back is to the wall and doubles, it's only in these moments.
He pulls out his main girl.
Yeah.
His main girl, dude.
You go back to old familiar. At the end of the day, you want to go down swinging with what you know best, even if ZSS, like, you don't see as much representation by her in doubles compared to a lot of the other characters you see Nairo bringing out. He still makes her work in this context when the chips are down.
And Zero Suit Samus is actually, I feel like, a very good candidate for a doubles character. Like one of the heights here, seeing as how well those aerials work for him.
Oh, doesn't get the pick off right there. Tweek just getting out of the way of that entire situation.
And all of these characters, without a doubt, benefit very well off of Town and City. So this is just kind of a comfort pick.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, and that's where you see that beneficial factor.
Yeah, of the lower ceiling, and right there again, the next stock taken.
Oh no!
Tweek accidentally up being in that situation, just saying,
definitely could have drifted back.
Yeah.
That was the homie stock right there. He kind of felt bad. He said, "Let me give you a crutch right here."
Yeah, you guys, maybe we'll let you have a second game in these grand finals. I don't know.
Oh man, and I love the cancel of the jab coming from Ryuga right there. Instead of going for the 3-piece, he's gonna get the grab. And throw it to his teammate.
And right there, in those little brief ping-pong exchanges in this game, they've been managing to hit both characters at the same time with these extensions. Oh, and calling, like, there was the attempt, right, of Nairo trying to do the up B just randomly, getting caught by the Ike back air, and already red team on their last stocks, 5-2.
It's just all those little instances, as you said, of just ping-ponging back and forth. At the end of the match, you can really see it working out. You know, it racks up very quickly.
You can get nickel to dime to death very quickly in doubles.
Yeah. Man, and just Nairo with just knowing where Tweek was, and he was able to just throw out the nair right there and even go for that juggling and extended the juggling for a little bit longer.
Right now, red team is starting to have, never mind.
Uh-oh.
Never mind. Wow.
Now Nairo really with his back to the wall. 4 stocks to 1.
This is actually looking really tough for Nairo. This is
this is looking really tough for Nairo.
This is looking like Nairo lost, actually. Yeah. This looks like the end of doubles for Midwest Mayhem number 9. Tweek and Ryuga taking it extremely convincingly in both of those sets. Wow, it was 6-1.
6-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. You just saw them just steamroll through. They had a whole bunch of momentum, even making Nairo go to Mewtwo.
Yeah, trying out that Mewtwo pick, which, I mean, ended up being a lot better than we were expecting. He had some really nice movement with that Mewtwo. It's clearly been in the lab for a while. And then, forcing again the ZSS hand as we see, but even that wasn't enough for Nairo, and so often it is.
I definitely felt like instead of Mewtwo, he might have should have gone Zero Suit, you know? And then we could have saw the Zero Suit one more time in the second set. I feel like maybe just changing for one game might have screwed that up.
I mean, it's hard to say. I've seen Nairo pull it off a lot in the past of just like switching to ZSS at the end of a long set and still being able to clutch it out.
That's just showing how well of a player he is. You know, just being able to switch that fast. But, you know, at the same time, going through all 6 games, all the way to the end, that might have, you know, slowed him down a little bit.
Maybe.
He was a little fatigued. But, hey, who knows?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, as a top player, I would think that he would have the stamina, but you know what it is? I just remembered. Wasn't he in that carpool that drove for like 8 hours last night and got no sleep? Okay.
Yeah.